What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Ricky2ra Podcast. We're in episode 4 now. We've done 4 episodes. This is going on. It's been like a weekly thing, so hopefully we can keep that consistency up every week. But yeah, 4 episodes in. Looking back on the data and stuff like that, I'm getting a few plays here and there. I'm not expecting anything big, so I've only just started. So yeah, I'm liking it so far. I hope you guys are liking all these episodes that I'm releasing every week. The last episode was filmed in the shop, so if you haven't listened or even seen that episode, which I released, check it out, man, because it's something pretty cool that I haven't done before. And you can see the shop if you hit up my YouTube channel, Ricky2ra, as well. So yeah, that was really cool last week. This week we're back inside my bedroom. Going to talk to you about a few things this episode. I'll let you know what I'm going to talk about, and then we'll get into some detail about it. First, we're going to talk about my first ever gig that I did ever. We're going to talk a little bit. I don't really want to talk about it that much, but this whole virus thing, I want to talk about what it's doing to events, because I perform in events and stuff like that. So I want to just talk a little bit about that, and after that I'm going to just tell you what things I've got planned for the future, and we're going to do a few shout outs at the end as well, because I did say at the end of episode 3 that I am going to shout out people that are showing love. Okay, so I'm kind of getting used to this. It's like weird me staring in a camera as well, because I know I've got like the audio recording and I'm looking straight into a camera, but I know like you guys are on the other side, so I'm still getting used to that as well. So I'm trying to look directly in the camera and not at the screen. Okay, so let's start off this episode with my first ever gig. This was a paid gig, but back then I didn't think of it like that. I thought it was my first ever time performing to people that I didn't necessarily know. Now, to give some context about this gig, it was for Elliss Lee. Now, I hope he doesn't mind me shouting him out on this. Elliss is a really cool guy. I've known him for how many years? About over 5 years now, I guess you could say. Yeah, over 5 years. This was his birthday party, and his dad, Adi, shout outs to the whole family. He booked me and he told me, "You coming to my son's birthday party." I met Adi at my cousin's wedding, probably a month before, and he was like, "You got to do my son's birthday party." So I was like, "Cool." So I didn't drive at the time. I think I was, what year was it? It was in 2014, so I must have been 17. No, I was 16 at the time, I remember now. I was 16 at the time, so my dad dropped me off to Elliss's house. And I was nervous because the build-up leading up towards me getting to his house, I was going over what I was going to perform. I was going over what I was going to say. And I'd never really been in an environment where there's a lot of people looking just at me performing. So I was sweating a lot. As nasty as it sounds, I was very, very, very nervous. And in that car ride up to Elliss's house with my dad driving, I didn't say much. I was just so nervous, but I never thought about what could go wrong. I just thought about, will people like me, as in like what I perform, because yeah, it was the first time ever. So turn up to Elliss's house, get there, go straight into the back garden where there's a lot of people. And I think he had a buffet. I can't remember at the top of my head. He must have had a buffet or a barbecue or something going on. And and straight away out of the bag, I performed something straight away, something nice and quick, that got everybody. It kind of broke the ice from everyone there, because I was a complete stranger. Because bearing in mind, this was a birthday party, so there was all of the inner family there, and his friends as well. So they kind of have a relationship. Obviously, the family have a relationship, but the friends have a relationship with Elliss. So it's all connected to Elliss, and I'm this guy there that really, nobody's seen me before. Only Adi has seen me, and his missus as well. So I'm this complete stranger, so everybody's probably looking at me when I just walk into the back garden like, who is this guy? And as soon as I did my first trick, I think I told somebody to think of a card. No, think of a suit of a card, and I told somebody to think of a number of a card, and we combined the suit and the number together, and I think it must have been like the 9 of diamonds. And I had one card in my pack of cards upside down to the others. I fanned them out, and one card was upside down. He took it out, and it was the card that they created. That immediately broke the ice from everybody there. Yeah, I remember it still to this day. And I did something big that had to get everybody to know me, but have all eyes on Elliss as well. So I did something where I told Elliss to pick a card, put it back in the pack, shuffle the cards, and I clicked my fingers, and we looked through the pack of cards again, and the card that he had picked had vanished, and I gave him a birthday card. I must have said something like happy birthday, or this is a present for you. He opened the birthday card and opened the card, and that playing card that he had picked had all of a sudden appeared in this birthday card. And I remember all of his mates and himself at the time just going crazy. I'm sure there's video footage of that somewhere. Actually, I think I've got it on my YouTube channel as well. So if you're watching this on YouTube, check probably my first ever video that I uploaded on my YouTube channel. I think it must have titled Birthday Magic or something like that. It's there as well. And shout outs to Elliss, or one of his mates that recorded that as well. So yeah, that was probably one of the biggest things at the time that I had done, and it made me comfortable because Elliss is a similar age to me, so it made me comfortable with him and his friends being there as well. Obviously there was a lot of adults there as well, but it made me personally comfortable that there were people similar age to me there that I could have a conversation with as well. And Elliss and his family are lovely. They're really down to earth people. Like, I couldn't shout you out more, because that family, Adi, everyone, they've helped me so much with my magic and believed in me so much. And I really, I'm kind of out of words because they've helped me quite a lot. Especially when I was starting. Obviously this was the first gig that I ever did, so it definitely boosted my confidence up so much and helped me develop my act and what I do as a performer. So I couldn't thank your families enough, really. Adi, everyone, couldn't thank you enough. And if you are listening or watching to this, thank you so much. So yeah, it made me so comfortable talking to everybody, all friendly, and I had an amazing first time experience as a performer, basically, and it helped me so much get into my own skin in future performances and perform. And like I said, they were such a welcoming family. I actually ate there as well. I was so comfortable there by the end of the night when I had left. I didn't really want to go. Do you know when you just do them first time gigs and it's like, okay, it's over now, we can relax. I was already relaxed there, so it was amazing. So shout outs again to the whole Lee family. I couldn't thank you enough for my first time ever. And I got paid for it. And as a 16-year-old, do you know when you do something you love and you get paid for it, the payment's just a bonus, right? And I was buzzing, not because of the money, it was from the experience that everybody else had. When you perform something that you've been practicing for so long, just in your bedroom about a thousand times in front of the mirror, it shows that your hard work's paid off. When you show somebody for the first time and they're amazed, you just see their eyes open just a little bit more and they're thinking, what the hell has just happened? And that's what I'm so passionate about that for magic. And when a spectator, anybody else, it doesn't matter if you're an adult, child, my age, like whoever you are, if I amaze you and the magic that I perform takes your mind off something that maybe you've got going on in your life, like my job's done. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for your entertainment, and yeah, so that's what I basically live for. I like to put that experience into people's minds so in 10, 20, 30 years time they can recall back to that moment and go, remember when he did this and that. So hopefully in Ellis's mind or they'll go back to that birthday party and they go, remember when he put that card in the birthday card, like it just appeared. I kind of love putting them experiences into everybody's memories basically so they can recall to that specific moment. So yeah, that's what I've been trying to improve on over the years, but it all stemmed and started from that first birthday party gig. And yeah, I know I've said thank you, but really it's you guys are really in my heart for this and they've been so helpful as well. So shout outs again to AD, Elliss, all the family and even their inner family as well. I couldn't thank you much because some people might not like a stranger coming in to a family event, and you guys really, all arms open, really made me feel welcome. So I could not thank you enough, and you can tell how much this means to me because I wouldn't be talking about it otherwise. So yeah, thank you. So on to the second thing that I want to talk about. I'm going to make it a quick one because I see it on the news all the time. Coronavirus, and I don't really want to talk about it for that long. So, events, magicians, music people, DJs, everybody, events planning, we're all stuck, right? We're all in the same boat, and we're always thinking, when is this nightmare gonna be over? So first of all, I'd like to shout out everybody in all events people, performers, organisers, everyone that has anything to do for events. I shout you out because you guys, if we look back on it, you guys make all these magical things happen. You create all these lasting memories for everybody that's having a party, a wedding, etc. So I can't wait for this nightmare to be over and everybody to be back. I can't wait for that first time where I get booked for an event and I look around in the hall and I go, we made it. So shout outs to all of you guys that are involved in the event industry. I know I made a video or some sort of piece of content on my Instagram just talking about magicians, how events are affecting them, but I haven't forgot about any of you guys as well. So shout outs to you all. Hopefully it will get back to normal slowly, because I really want to go out performing again. I really miss it. It's like a football player, they can't play in their league games, so they're stuck at home just kicking a ball about, but really you want to get out there, build your experience up and get better personally as a performer. So that's exactly the same with me. I want to get out there, get as much experience under my belt, performing, this and that, talking, so I can actually see where I can improve really. So that's how much I really miss it. as well, and I know that everybody in the event industry is in the same boat and they miss it as well, because you're probably stuck at home thinking, when is this going to be over? And I'm the same as well, and I've been trying to keep myself really busy just recording. Obviously I have my hands in the shop area as well, in retail, which my focus is on as well, but I'm trying to just make content just to keep myself going as well, so I'm not rusty for when this is over. You know, I can go straight back into where I was before. So everybody that had a wedding this year, you know, I feel your pain. I hope you've rescheduled or something is getting sorted out, because weddings is such a great venue to perform at. Personally, for me, I love performing at weddings. So I hope you guys are okay and you're still there. I've had a few clients that, you know, have been really sad about this, and you know, everybody's in the same boat at the end of the day, so I'm thinking about all you guys as well. This will be over, hopefully. Okay, so fingers crossed for that. I can't wait I got my words muddled up there. I can't wait to get back performing, so I'm going to leave it on that note, and we're going to move on towards the end of this episode. But first, I'm just going to tell you about some future stuff about myself. I'm looking at bringing a video out just for my Instagram and stuff. So I'm currently working on something. I've got this podcast to release. I'm actually doing vlogs, believe it or not. I know I said something in the last video that I'm going to upload some vlogs. Them vlogs are actually uploaded onto my YouTube channel. If you guys want to see what I've been up to behind the scenes, because I've been showing stuff how I've been editing my videos and things like that. So yeah, check that out. It's on my YouTube channel, Ricky2ra. And yeah, that's all that I've got going on at the moment, just content creation really, but I really hope to be back performing as well. Okay, so let's end this episode on a few shout outs to everybody. I'm gonna go with a few people that have been showing love on the YouTube channel. So I don't get many views. I've only just started getting back my YouTube channel up and running again. So one person that stands out is my guy Samraz. Shout out to Sam. If you do not know who Sam is, where have you been? He is one of the sickest magicians I know. He shows love by a comment every episode that I upload on YouTube, so shout outs to you, Sam, man. I want to see another video from you as well, bro, because that last one got my mind like that. Shout outs to Tushar. You DM me probably from my first or second podcast episode. Shout outs to you. I appreciate that comment that you made through the DM, so shout outs to you. Shout outs to all my podcast and just YouTube listeners in general. I know people have been clicking on the podcast, listening to it. I don't know how much you've been listening to me, but I hope I've been doing a good job. So yeah, shout outs to everybody on YouTube, where you're watching. If you're if you're listening on Anchor, if you're listening on Spotify, or if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, shout outs to you all. I hope you and your family and friends are all good as well. So yeah, that's it for episode 4. Really. I hope I'm getting better at this talking stuff. It's been something personally that I've been wanting to do over for a year, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.